Hey friends, Doc David here. How are you doing today? We are getting closer to Christmas. We just had Thanksgiving, and the Christmas season is upon us. I was just telling my kids that I actually really love this season. There was a time I was like, "Oh, great! Got to pull out the Christmas tree and or go get a Christmas tree, pull out the lights, put up decorations." Oh, bah humbug! But as I've gotten older, I've really enjoyed this as my kids have gotten older and become young adults. I really enjoyed spending time with them during the Christmas season. So it's the Christmas season, and I'm feeling good about it. So occasionally people write me emails asking me different questions about things, and so today I'm going to answer one of those emails. And the question is, my husband is always texting a female coworker. It bothers me, and I have asked him to stop, and he won't stop. Is this a reasonable request? All right. So is it a reasonable request? Yes. I think whenever you have an issue in your relationship and you're wondering, okay, why can't we get through this, or is this something we need to figure out? Ask yourself, is what you're requesting reasonable? If you ask 10 people this thing, would they say, yeah, that's a reasonable thing to be asking or to do? Because I find that there's requests that are just not reasonable, and a person usually knows when their request isn't reasonable. But so in this specific instance, the request is reasonable. You're worried that your husband's maybe having some kind of weird relationship with a female coworker, and so I think it's very reasonable to ask him to stop. I think it's also reasonable to talk about what's going on inside of you that's causing feelings of maybe distrust, or maybe in your relationship with this person, you're not feeling emotionally connected, and so you're worried that they're going to start emotionally connect with this female coworker. Trust me, in my 20 years of working with people, texting coworkers, opposite sex coworkers, is so cliche to the beginning of an affair. It's usually when that kind of thing is happening, over like an overabundance of text to an opposite sex person, that if that goes unchecked, generally speaking, that's going to lead to something inappropriate. And so this wife that emailed me is totally on point with her concern about this unreasonable texting. So now the second thing to consider is, like, if you're finding yourself in that situation and you say to your partner, hey, would you be willing to not text this person as much? I'm feeling insecure, I'm feeling disconnected from you, or whatever it is. And your partner says, you can't control me, I'm going to do what I want to do, you need to figure out your emotions. If that's the response from your partner, you've got major problems. If that's your response to your partner because they've asked you to stop texting, you need to really reconsider what you're doing. Because essentially what you're doing is you're saying, my texting relationship with this coworker, opposite sex coworker, is more important than the marriage that I currently have, or the relationship that I currently have with my partner. That's a problem. That needs to change if you want to stay in your relationship long term. And so I would strongly suggest to this emailer that you ask your partner to stop. If they don't stop, or if they say, who do you think you are, you can't control me, something along those lines, that you definitely need to seek out a third party to help you figure out something's going on, because there is something deeper going on. And if this is you, if you are the person that's texting, and you're the person that's saying, you can't tell me what to do, I'm going to text if I want, you've got some things you need to get figured out, because your relationship with your partner, your marriage, whatever it is at risk, and apparently you don't see that, or you don't care. Hey, have a great weekend. Have a great holiday season. I'll probably be dropping a couple more videos as the season gets closer. As always, I'm Doc David. You can find me at docdavid.net. Have a great weekend.